Disturbing Things.
The podcast.
I'm Macy,
And I'm Naomi.
and we are two anxious counselors who like to talk about deeply disturbing things.
Cheers.
Cheers. I have a mood ring on,
Oh,
like in junior high.
what's your mood?
It's kind of a purple, almost black, which would be
What's that mean?
anxious distress. I'm in a state of anxious distress.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, I might give you some more anxious distress, or I may lighten your mood. Depending.
I like it when anxious distress lightens my mood.
So I'm gonna tell you all about Nick Cannon's testicle insurance.
I don't have this insurance, so I'm always down to learn about ways to protect my testicles.
First, it's important. They're a soft
Yes.
part.
Yes,
We've had a topic called Protect Your Soft
soft parts.
Yeah, a whole episode. So first of all, do you know who Nick Cannon is?
Is this like, I know just Canon from like Nickelodeon, and that's probably completely wrong.
I don't
I
know about that. I know Nick Cannon mostly because he was married to Mariah Carey.
Oh, I have to look at the picture.
And they had the twins, Rock and Row, or Dem Babies, as Mariah called them. Dem Babies.
Oh, he's a comedian, actor, rapper.
He's a comedian?
I don't know. Is he funny?
I mean, I guess. His shirt is bald.
Was it
That's
like
pretty
all
funny.
that or something? Or is all that Saturday Night Live from Nickelodeon, the basic premise of all that? SNL lineup. Am I just like wrong?
I don't know.
Oh, he was on all that from 1998 to 2000.
Perfect.
What?
Perfecto.
That is ridiculous that my brain understood any of that.
So he just recently secured a $10 million insurance policy for his testicles.
10 million?
Testicles. 10 million.
Wow.
That is a lot of moolah.
That is a lot of money.
Okay, so
you know, it is fitting that you have Nick Cannon from all that, which is like 2000 era, and I have probably a 2000 era mood ring on. Everything's connected.
It's all connected. So this was done at the same time as he's doing a promotion with this company called Dr. Squatch, which is a men's personal care product line. So they gave him, Dr. Squatch, they gave him the title of Most Valuable Balls. And it was part of a promotion to promote Dr. Squatch's recently released line of ball care products.
Okay, I mean,
so it's specialty items apparently.
Well, and I think that's very valid. I think it's more normalized for, and maybe because it's stigmatized for women to have feminine hygiene products. But you know, men can have them as well.
So what Nick Cannon said was, haters say it's time for me to stop having kids and put this super sperm to rest, but I'm doubling down on these valuable balls and my future kids.
How many kids does he have now?
12 by 6 different baby mamas. And he has more than one set of twins.
So he's saying diversify your funds.
So he's saying that he has super sperm.
I mean, yeah.
So he says, shout out to Dr. Squatch for giving my balls the credit they deserve and hooking me up with the protection I need to keep this family tree rolling. Don't go another day without protecting and caring for your most valuable assets with ball-to-ball coverage through Dr. Squatch's new ball care products. So you're welcome for the free advertising, Dr. Squatch. Yeah, it's actually called the ball care line. And in a minute, I'll tell you about the ultimate ball care bundle, because of course I have to go to the website and check it out.
Obviously.
And see what it's all about.
I remember the Rumpology episode. You dove all in. You even looked into like how much it would cost to get a reading done.
I know, because This is what you get
RIP,
here.
right?
This is total, journalism at its finest.
Mhm.
So they arrived at the $10 million valuation by using a ball valuation tool.
Assessments and measurements matter.
Yeah.
You need to know the
Is it
baseline.
reliable? Is it valid? I don't know.
I don't know, but if you know it, maybe it is to you, if you know your baseline and where you're trying to get to, just don't generalize it.
So here's the factors they looked at. Size,
Hmm.
favorite features, and positions in the bedroom.
Okay, so compared to what though? Is there
I could not get my hands on the actual ball valuation tool.
That was-
I really tried.
that was
I could not.
right.
So I can't see exactly what the rubric is.
We have not
Is
seen
it a
it, but they're
Likert
over
scale?
time.
I don't know. So it may be fake
We're real.
or real.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this new ball care line that promises to protect your boys against embarrassing situations and missed opportunities, helping men to feel and look great. Put your balls in our hands, they say. That's their tagline.
A little rough.
So, we don't want embarrassing situations or missed opportunities.
I guess not. You mean like because they smell? Like
Or
rejection?
maybe it's an odor thing, maybe it's a hairy thing, maybe it's just a general ashiness. I don't know.
Hashiness.
Yeah, like a dry skin.
Or opposite. Too moist.
Too moist.
Too moist of balls.
So you want to hear about this ball care line?
I mean, I'm here.
I was actually impressed.
Yeah, we certainly wouldn't waste an entire podcast on an evaluation that doesn't exist.
As a purveyor of personal care products, I feel like I'm a connoisseuring consumer.
You're a market analyst.
I am. I got my eye on the bottom line.
Right.
So you can get items singly, but I think the deal here is with their ultimate ball care bundle, as
I
it's called.
mean, yeah, the bundle is where it's at.
You want a bundle of ball care,
Mhm.
$80.
That's
So
not
bad.
That's not bad. I mean, again, as like I think of women products, that anything specialty, even like hair products, it's like good luck not get $40 for like a
Minimum.
something.
Yeah.
But a bundle for 80.
Here's a bundle. You can get within the bundle a ball barrier dry lotion sweat control formula.
What?
Hello.
Okay, if we're not getting this shipped immediately in the mail to us, and we will be shocked and slightly appalled.
I feel like we're giving them some pretty good free advertising right now.
If you would like to be a Patreon and donate $1 to the cause, then we would be able to do topics like this and actually maybe have a bundle in front of us.
Yeah,
too.
Dr. Squatch, send us a bundle.
Yeah.
You also get Beast.
I'm sure that would work anywhere. I wonder what the smells are like.
I'm gonna tell you.
Great.
Because of course,
Yeah,
that's part of the information I'm providing you, Macy.
Well, I don't know. It's the smell. I mean, because neutralizing could be like that odor,
They do have an unscented.
Mhm.
I tend to go scented over unscented. How about you?
As long as it's not too like chemically or
like artificial.
Yeah, where it has that kind of burn.
I don't want anything on my body to smell like Glade.
No, well, and why does Glade smell like Glade? Make it smell better.
It's
do better.
It's so artificial.
Sorry, Glade.
Not sorry. I said what I said, Glade. Do better. So you can get also in the bundle.
Get any Glade.
I'm okay with that. Beast flushable wet wipes. Ooh. For balls, butt, and body.
Balls, butt, and body. It's like, okay. It's basically like you can get the ball. I mean, wait, give me that order of operations again.
Balls, butt, and body. I mean, you don't have to do it in that order.
I was gonna say, but they might wanna be specific about that. They might wanna say that.
I mean, have you ever used a wipe,
Uh-huh.
like after a workout or something,
Sure.
or whenever?
Sure.
What's your order of operation?
Well, I just went, to me, body is like not the soft parts, so I
I
would,
usually do face first,
yeah, I would do
Yeah.
non-soft parts.
but when
First.
it comes to deciding between
I would
pits and
probably have
bits,
different.
do you do pits or bits first?
Well, I would have a different one for my,
See, I'm like frugal, one wipe for everything.
I mean,
Expensive.
I really don't want like makeup on my soft parts.
Well,
Maybe you could use backside, depending.
it's a big decision.
Right, and cost.
Yeah, do you want your bits to smell like pits
But
or
you know
your
what I
pits to
don't
smell
want
like
is
bits?
my face to smell like my bits.
Yeah, that's why face first always, I think.
Right.
Like, we can agree, we can all agree on that, face
Right.
first.
Oh, what's that? Sorry, I went bit to pit.
Damn it.
I went because if you go pits to bits, to me it would just depend on like did you work out? Like how particularly gross were you? Because that might be worse, but it could go the other direction too.
Yeah.
Very individualized.
I mean, really, if I was a billionaire, I could have a different wipe for each area, but I am not a billionaire, so I'm like
No.
one wipe. And I'm
any
strategic.
fold. Yeah, and then wipe, and then
Yeah, and you can do an area, but some of the wipes are small. Like
like
I've had wipes that are like this big, and it's like, oh, you can't really separate an area out. Can't do a corner
and
here, a corner there.
not well. No.
I was interested, so it says they're flushable wipes. I know it's hard to find a flushable wipe.
Yeah.
Are they really flushable is my question.
I mean, most things are flushable. Will it go down is different.
Well, I mean, a lot of things can flush, but what happens?
Flushable.
Like, are they
they're not specifying
like, do they dissolve?
how big is the bowl that is being flushed? Like, what is their test bowl size?
Yeah,
What is the drainage system? What is the sewer like? Is it Spokane sewers that this is being?
yeah,
fed
because
on?
I have issues at my house with sewers,
Is
with
it good
branches.
for-
Do you have the branches in your sewer line?
I
Issue like I do?
No, but some do and have to pay tens of thousands of dollars.
Well, I don't have to pay that much. I had to pay like $250.
It's a lot. $250?
Yeah.
That was cheap. Yeah, no, I mean, if it's really damaged, sometimes we have to take the whole thing out.
I know, I'm hoping that day does not come.
Yeah. Yeah, no, oh yeah, or like motorhomes. So like if you have a motorhome, that's a whole different sewage situation.
Yeah.
Like where, you know how you're like not supposed to, if you go pee, you're not supposed to like flush.
I don't understand that. Where does it go?
Hmm?
Where does it go?
There's a tank,
Oh,
like attached.
so you're peeing into a tank.
Yeah,
Is there a flush?
there is a flush.
But you're not supposed to use it?
Well, it depends on how new your motorhome is, but it's basically like, I mean, you can flush, but you can like use just a pedal where it goes down, but if you like, okay, let me summarize.
I don't have a
Your-
lot
the
of
goal-
motorhome experience. Actually, I have zero motorhome experience, so.
End goal is the least amount of toilet paper in the tube as possible.
Oh, there's a tube we're talking about.
Yeah, so you don't want it to get super clogged.
Oh my God.
Right.
You know what happened to me once? Random memory sparked by you saying clogged tube.
Great. I'm here for it.
I was at the bank once a long time ago.
Okay, I instantly knew what tube you were talking.
Remember they used to have tubes?
They still have tubes.
Oh, my bank doesn't have tubes anymore.
Mm.
But I decided to deposit my coin collection in the tubes. And
Aren't they air compressed? So
this was like the hottest summer day of the year. Here I am in the line. It was like probably a Friday afternoon too, like 50 cars behind me. And I packed that freaking tube with my coins, and it immediately went whoop. And it created like chaos, absolute chaos. Like I mean, I basically ripped the fabric of space and time that day at the bank.
Well done.
Never again. That was so embarrassing.
Well, yeah, never again. They probably warned you. Never again.
That's probably why I don't go to the bank anymore. I was probably kicked out.
Like the product, they have a like warning sticker now. Oh, your bank doesn't have tubes anymore.
Oh yeah, well maybe I did a good thing. I helped
Maybe
advance
you
technology.
elicited positive social change.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mother necessity.
I mean, did they put it in the bank for you? Did they like, we'll just trust
I don't
you?
even know what happened. I don't even know. I think they had to like shut down the bank and it was like
But
the
did you
whole
get
thing.
your money?
I don't even remember. I think I blocked it out. I remember cars honking. I remember it being very sweaty and hot.
Oh, yeah, yeah, the stress sweat.
There was a lot of anger. Well, also it was hot from
And-
summer and from stress.
You know, if it was just like even $100, you probably would have walked away, but like this was your coin, this is all of it. You couldn't walk
No,
away.
and I needed the money. This was in the day where like every
Penny
freaking
mattered.
second counted. I could have really used a flushable wipe that day. I would have wiped it across my forehead, then my pits.
Well, and I think there should be a wet, and a dry, because in that situation, you probably needed a dry wipe.
Yeah, sometimes I want to follow up with a dry.
Right. Like,
Because then you're just like moist in the face.
right, but you want it like a pleasant, dry, like not scratchy or
Soft dry.
cottony. You want like a
Like a chamomile.
yeah, like a nice velvet sheen.
A chamomile and lavender, perhaps. A touch of aloe.
Where like if you did this with it, it'd go like across your face. Dry but not too dry, moist but not too moist. That's our new tagline for our product called.
Why have we not gotten any
I don't
sponsors on this podcast?
know.
To be honest, like we're brilliant.
We're gonna call this product To Be Honest.
TBH.
TBH. TBH, brought to you by Deeply Disturbing.
I love it. Honestly,
Brought to you
I
by
feel like it's $1 million idea.
DDT, that's right.
DDT, TBH by
By
DDT.
DDT. There we go. I'm all for it. Please remember that.
Oh, it's tucked away.
What's the name of it?
TBH by
Thank you.
DDT.
Thank you.
And it goes.
We'll have to figure out how to emulate that in a like marketing campaign since you're a market
I'm
analyst.
pretty sure there's gonna be like some glitter.
Ooh, can we get a person that does like the ribbons? Like
Oh my god, ribbon dancing?
Ribbon dancing.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Check.
Must have.
If you are a ribbon dancer and would like to volunteer us a video of you wanting to do our advertising,
Or even if you aren't a ribbon dancer, but wish you were,
if you have ribbons,
that might even be better.
even if you don't have ribbons and you want to dance for us,
It could be a ribbon shower dance.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We can always put the ribbons in the after.
And I'll
in
imagine
post.
them. I can picture them. I have a really vivid imagination.
We'll get it in post.
Yeah. So also in this bundle, you get a groin guardian trimmer. So that got me thinking. It's got to be really tricky to shave such a
I'm instantly
such an area.
I instantly went to now imagine this. No, I want you to do this backwards. Zoom in with your mind with nothing there yet.
Yeah.
Are you zoomed in?
Yeah.
Escalators. That's what I imagined.
Escalators. Okay, that's the landscape you see.
The scarf getting sucked into the escalator.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the zoom in part. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely you want a trimmer that is not gonna snag anything, but yet how do you get smooth? I don't know. I mean, it seems real tricky.
Now that I've put it into escalator context, you know, is it really the escalator's fault that you had your scarf hanging there? Or is it the maintenance of putting up a guard?
I mean, this is a real tricky landscape we're working with.
Right, right.
I mean, I've had the same questions in my mind when people like tattoo their balls or wean. Like, are we doing a lot of like manual skin tightening, stretching?
Well, no, but like with makeup tutorials, they say like don't like pull, because I think it's kind of natural to like pull while you're doing things, but when you do that, what happens is you let go and it all droops down, like the lines won't be where you thought they were gonna be. So if you tighten the skin and do a tattoo, it's gonna be like if you tried to do like
How else are you gonna get in there
Mickey
with the
Mouse, it's
needle
gonna end up like
on a ball?
droopy dog. What?
You have to on a
You?
ball.
But you can't. But if you do that, it's not gonna look right.
Or else when you stretch it out, it's gonna have blank areas that aren't a
The
picture.
things that come up in my Google web search. How to tattoo testicles. Oh, it's at home is the first thing that pops up.
Oh, no, not at home. No, no, don't do it.
It
at
can be
home.
very painful, it says.
I'm sure,
They
but
say it's between a 9 and a 10 on the pain scale for tattoos, depending on how deep the ink is placed. Yeah, I'd imagine.
I've seen it out there though.
It can
It's
cause
done.
swelling and damage to the skin up to a week after the procedure. It's called ball sacking. Um,
False sacking,
it's one of the
like
things,
hacky sacking.
I guess.
Is a hacky sack designed after a testicle? Because it's sort of loose like that and roughly the same size. I have so many questions now.
I mean,
And
here's this
no
guy getting
answers.
a ball tattoo right here.
So is there stretching happening?
He's sitting
It looks like
there.
he's stretching it
Yeah,
to make the skin taut. Because you have to have a canvas.
yeah, or it's like tattooing a puddle, right? Like,
Well, I just don't think you could get any kind of cohesive picture otherwise. It's a tricky landscape for shaving, for tattooing.
um, okay. Ooh, okay. This says tips for stretching skin during a tattoo. There's tension lines that you follow.
Oh,
He's literally drawing pictures. I can't play it because of copyright things, but it there are lines of pulling that matter that will help when releasing
that it looks like a picture.
that. Yeah, so
Well, I'm glad somebody's given this so much thought.
well, you have to.
Unfortunately, probably zero people that are getting or giving a testicle tattoo are watching that
You
video.
think? I mean, I feel like I wouldn't put it out there that I could do it if I hadn't at least looked it up once.
And here's what I'm guessing. The customer has to do the pulling and stretching. I don't think the tattoo artist wants to touch it like
But
that
at what
directly.
level? Because I'm sure they have to touch a little.
I don't know if that maybe
Because
they
they
make
sometimes
them.
like rest their hands and stuff.
Like think about a butthole tattoo also. Like you're gonna tell it's like getting a Brazilian.
What if I
Like
don't
you're
have the
gonna
strength
tell
to
the
hold
customer
still?
has to pull and stretch.
But like, at what point? That's a lot of strength in your arms over a long period of time, depending on how big your tattoo is.
Yeah, I mean maybe take rests. Because when you go get a Brazilian, neither, but I've heard a lot of firsthand stories. You have to do your own pulling and stretching. They don't do that for you.
This person said the head is painless but bleeds more than expected and
Oh.
loss of sensation for about a month while nerve
A
endings
month?
heal. You have to stand still. It was that or
We're
elephant trunk with
standing?
the ears in my pubic region. I wouldn't get my balls done
So he made it into an elephant trunk?
at least it was a snake, and he was saying that if he didn't hold still, it would have been an elephant.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, everyone's saying like the penis itself isn't painful. It says, I'm never been sure why men pretend the penis is sensitive. It's not. The testicles are sensitive.
Okay, I mean, to kicking, probably.
Probably. I don't know.
Alright.
This is literally I just get a bunch of like online threads of people being like, that's really hardcore.
Are you on Reddit?
I'm just looking at anything that's popping up and clicking it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I have a lot of questions. So if you out there have received a tattoo in that area, or like are a frequent groomer,
What, this place is called the Star
let
of
us know how it
Scrotum.
works. The
The
what?
Star of Scrotum.
The star
Mhm.
of the scrot.
Scrotal
Scrot
branding.
star. I'm so curious.
I mean, this is the most technical way I've ever heard. Tattoo of the non-palpable testes mass.
Non-palpable.
Testes mass, a new way to use intraoperative ultrasound guided needle localization for management of non-palpable. I've gone too far, but it's about tattooing.
Why is it non-palpable?
I have no idea.
Why isn't it palpable?
Your
Palpate
your
it.
testicles have taste buds? What?
Okay, you've gone too
I've
far.
gone too far down
You've
the
gone
rabbit hole.
too. Retreat! Retreat! Retreat!
Tattoo slow pitch soft balls. What? Okay, I need to leave.
You need to leave.
I need to
Do you
get
want to
out.
hear about the scents?
I do.
Wood barrel bourbon, which I'm already in. I'm
Okay.
in. Give me that.
Mhm.
Rainforest Rapids. So that's probably more of a
Probably smell I
vibrant.
wouldn't like. Yeah, I'm not a big like pine smell.
And then unscented. So then we have three choices, and one is a non-choice.
Right. You're a
I would
either
definitely do wood barrel
you're
bourbon,
right.
not Rainforest Rapids. It sounds too zesty
I'm
and
surprised
fresh.
there's not a sandalwood. There's usually a sandalwood in a men's collection.
They only have three. I mean, maybe they'll expand. This is a brand new line.
Mhm.
So you like Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, I do.
So Nick Cannon has like, because everybody makes fun of him about how many kids he has and stuff. So he teamed up doing a commercial with Ryan Reynolds, and they made a cocktail called the vasectomy.
Cocktail. Haha.
I know it's called the mother of all cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
So Nick Cannon has said he never planned to have a big family, but he said he's a hopeless romantic and a people pleaser. So when the ladies in his life said they wanted children, he obliged, and it turns out he's like good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, multiple twins with different people. He says, I just wanted to give them what they desired. I kept saying, I can handle it. He also said he doesn't care what anyone thinks, which, great. So, are you curious about insuring body parts?
I am. After I say that, we talked a lot about child TV stars being a little messed up from that era. And I wonder if having 12 children
Did you watch that
somehow relates
special?
to all that in Nickelodeon.
Did you watch the special about the child stars that were
I
like
did.
abused?
Yeah, it was a long while ago, but
I didn't watch it because I didn't watch any of those shows, and it
I
was
watched.
just
Yeah,
familiar to me.
I watched that one. I think around the time I watched the Pamela Anderson one. Yeah, they did the Pamela Anderson topics after that.
Who did?
I did.
Did you?
Of course, I did. Yes, I did.
I have
Pamela,
no memory
Wow.
of that.
Mm.
What'd you talk about her?
Listen to the podcast.
Well, which one? What's it called? I will.
I don't even remember. All I remember is like actually like I learned a lot about her and like things I had no idea about. A lot more like understanding and empathy.
I love her. And I'm sad that I have no memory of that topic.
Now I'm like, did I do the topic? I feel like I did.
Okay, check the website. I did update it.
Hmm.
Insuring body parts,
Maybe it was one that it could very well be that I was like, oh, it's
like a
either
maybe topic.
or yeah, or like I dove in and then was like you could have done something that was around like an actor or something recently. And so I may have been like, I'll table that.
I have a lot of those too, where I start diving in and I'm like, I'm not feeling it, it's not enough, and then I switch.
Well, I'll look into that.
Please let me know.
If not, I
I
will
think
definitely
circle
do the topic
back.
because
Yeah.
it's
I'm
really
super interested.
good. Mhm.
So this has been really popular with celebrities and athletes to insure body parts. It's pretty expensive. So like average people like you and I wouldn't probably do it.
Mm.
So the whole thing is like if that body part is essential to you earning your living, that you would insure it so that if anything happened, you could, still support yourself financially.
Mhm.
So the idea is it would supplement a loss of income if the body part became injured, damaged, scarred, or lost,
That would be a heck of a thing to lose.
preventing the individual from continuing to use it to generate income. So when like performers, celebrities, or athletes, have a specific body part that they use, it's considered an asset in the
Mhm.
insurance world. So you would insure it like any
Right,
other asset.
like if you're a hand model,
Yes.
you could insure your hand.
I was thinking like, what body part would I insure?
Uh, mm,
What do you insure?
well, wouldn't you, could you just like say what you didn't want to insure? Like, can I just get full body insurance? Isn't
Well,
that what
that'd be
medical is?
expensive. I
Well,
mean, that would just be like if you
that's health
died. That would just be
insurance.
life
That's
insurance.
health insurance, yeah. So we do
Yeah,
have
if
this.
it's your whole thing. Yeah, but it's not to the extent. I mean, these are like big policies.
Okay,
I mean, his testicles are insured for 10 million.
right, like what would completely alter my life if I didn't have it? All of it, I don't know, all of it.
Yeah, but we can't afford it. I think that's what separates us from them. We can't afford this level of insurance. I mean, yes, we have like general life insurance and death and dismemberment or
You know, I
whatever.
don't have the funds to insure my like middle finger.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would love to insure my middle finger. Like, what if that was our whole thing? Like, we flip people off and that was how we made money and it was our brand?
$100. We don't, and we
Then we
use
would
it
need
sparingly
to.
because, yeah, you know.
If we weren't able to do that anymore, and like our fans demanded it every time we showed up, they wanted to see the flip off, the
Right.
bird.
Well, and I think that's the first time I've actually flipped off anything on this podcast. So
Really? Oh,
yeah, I mean, it's, was it supply and demand? We gotta keep the demand
we gotta keep
high.
it fresh.
Mhm,
We gotta adapt to a changing landscape.
mhm. Stretch the skin in the correct ways.
Yes. We gotta stretch and grow.
Mhm.
Adapt. Flexibility. So surgeons are
Mhm.
gonna um of course want to ensure their hands and fingers. And chefs and wine experts have
Like their
insured,
palate or.
yeah, their palate, which I was like, whoa, that's so cool.
Okay, okay. Well, I mean, so as counselors,
Yeah, what would we want to insure?
my brain,
Can we?
what if I have brain damage?
We should
I can't do
look at
anything.
that. No, we couldn't
I would
anyway.
definitely need to be taken care of.
Yes.
So I don't know, my skull.
Okay. Your cranium brainium.
Mhm.
I wonder how much that would cost.
A lot, I'm sure. That's a pretty big region, like your.
Yeah. And it might be difficult to say like it was due to an
I mean,
external event versus like
right, well, maybe it would have to
aging and
be.
natural stuff,
Maybe it'd have to be due to a physical impact or something, like I got hit by a car. Because like,
or
we
decapitated.
always, and we've already said it a million times, so it'd be used against us in a heartbeat, it's a shoulders up game for telehealth. So there is an alternative that we could
That's true.
utilize, so we're really stuck to shoulders up.
I really am. I mean, you saw my outfit I was wearing last week. It's definitely
Sometimes the
business on
combination.
top, party on the bottom. Nobody knows.
I have apologized to people before, like, when I forget the fact that I'll have like a ton of meetings and enough where by the end I do have something that immediately has to do with someone's there and I'm like, 1 second.
Yeah. Let me put some pants on. I'll get right back with
I
you.
understand that these sweatpants don't go with this purple lace top. Got it.
I love it. All right, so the first person who got one of these body part insurance policies was a 1920s actor named Ben Turpin, and she insured his trademark crossed eyes because that was like his thing.
And if he went uncrossed at any point,
He would be broke.
hmm.
So that makes sense. Betty Davis insured her waist in the event she ever lost work due to gaining weight. I'm like, brilliant.
Genius, really.
But then it's like, well, who's at fault? Like, how do they?
How long will they pay out for? That's what I want.
It's so interesting. And so let's talk about modern ones. Okay. David Beckham, soccer player, you know him, right? He insured his legs for $70 million.
I mean, if you think about someone that has that specific skill, that's they put their entire life into that. If you couldn't do that anymore,
You couldn't, yeah.
then you would have no money.
I mean, if you can afford, because these insurance policies are not cheap. So there's that aspect too. You have to have the money to pay for these. I mean, think of just the typical person. If something happens to your legs, you gotta just, figure out how to live your life.
You gotta pay your deductible.
Yeah, you gotta just figure it out. And it's kind of like this is such an elitist thing to be able to not have to figure it out.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So Heidi Klum insured her legs. She's a model, 2.2 million. J Lo insured her bootay,
Of course. And
27 million.
I'm sure that's a publicity thing too. Like it gets attention too.
Yeah, I'm known for this. It's my asset. Yes. Keith Richards, Rolling Stones, insured his hands because he's a guitar player. Daniel Craig. Who's that? Played James Bond. Oh, okay. Insured his entire body for $10 million.
I mean, compared to J-Lo's booty, that's not that far off for the entire thing.
Yeah, and he has a very nice body. Tom Jones, singer. Do you know who he is? No. He did some older songs like "What's Up, Pussycat?" Oh, yeah. He insured his chest hair.
Anyone shaved him in the middle of the night?
Or somehow, I don't know, lasered it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that just made me think about what if someone egged your chest?
Yeah, what would happen?
You get to file a claim, I guess.
Because apparently, the ladies love the chest hair. That was a big part of him selling concerts and, getting a fan base and making money. It's part of his money. And then Gene Simmons, from Kiss, insured his tongue because he'd always stick his tongue out. And Miley Cyrus also insured her tongue because she used to always stick her tongue out too.
Miley Cyrus did?
Yeah, I don't know if she does that anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird. I feel
when she first got out of her I'm a kid star thing.
Oh, when she got all kind of angsty.
When I'm I'm not just Hannah Montana. I'm gonna twerk and be naked and wrecking ball
and sing about sex. Oh, that's right. So she did
see it with her tongue? Yes, the tongue. Yes. So her and Gene Simmons with the tongues.
That's weird. It's weird. It's weird to then call it as a trademark. To have it happen every once in a while. You're like, okay, but then to be that's my thing.
That's my thing, and my livelihood is dependent on it.
Yeah, it's you right there. If you this trademark. Yeah. You do that
if I'm not able to do that, I can't live. I can't function.
Maybe not.
No.
You're trying not to do it right now.
All right, so in summary, Nick Cannon says,
Okay, well, to be fair,
Yeah.
she had a concert with a tongue slide.
what?
It's a slide.
Oh my God, what? Is that her giant head and people
Yes.
slide out of it
And,
onto her tongue?
No, yeah, the tongue is the slide.
I'm missing out on a lot of things in life.
Okay, let me make this
Apparently.
larger and she's in her own mouth to slide down the tongue slide.
Okay, I'm impressed, I have to say.
Now I get it and I agree.
Yeah.
Ensure that shit.
Yeah, I'm sure it.
She does have a long tongue. I wonder if that's the thing.
Yeah. Do you have a long tongue?
No,
I don't
I
either.
have a normal tongue.
I wish I had a really long tongue, but I don't. I don't have a short tongue. Yeah, I think mine's like average. So in summary, Nick Cannon said,
There's a funny meme. Miley Cyrus's tongue is now growing uncontrollably. The picture is like a really stretched out.
oh, that's gross. Tongues are weird.
Tongues are weird.
When I was little, my mom tried to feed us tongue.
I have to say, I would be
Have you ever
really.
ate tongue? Like cow tongue?
No, but I've seen it.
It's gross.
I mean, that's kind of the way to own something, like if like reclaim it back. Cause like what if you were famous and all they ended up posting, you go and Google your name, it's just you with your tongue out all the time. In Derby, I stick my tongue out when I hit people. Remember, like there's
Well,
a
you
picture
should
of
have
that.
shown it.
And like it's like my concentration face.
You're lucky you didn't bite it off.
I know, not once, not in 10 years.
Not even once.
Not even once did I do that. Not off, not even partial.
That's good. So Nixon kind of said, I'm really at a place now where I don't care what people know. I'd rather just operate. It's more about really being a good person instead of telling people you're a good person. So he was a big supporter of the Kanye West for president thing that happened a while back. And Kanye was spewing all this anti-Semitic rhetoric. And so Nick Cannon was also, but he made efforts to talk with Jewish community leaders and get education. And I feel like he's grown as a person, and I'm willing to give him that chance at change.
Wipe that sweat off his balls.
Yeah, get that wipe going, that flushable wipe.
Yeah, smell a little better. There's a bunch of shit.
Until next time.
Until next time, front to back, people.
Oh my God. We still have to get that message out there.
I think that needs to be at the end.
The end. Literally. End at the end. Bye.